Hello everyone, I'm Ellie. I'm a content creator expert over at Lugiami, and today we have with us Ash.
Hi, Ellie.
Hello.
I'm not wearing the Lugiami hoodie. Sorry, guys.
But you're wearing Lugiami
The
t-shirt.
shirt. Yes, vamos. Yes, we can. Girls can. So happy to be here today, guys, for the Empower series for Lugiami. Yeah, of course, it's a huge thing that we're doing, right, Ellie?
It definitely is. So Ash is actually a co-founder of Lugiami. For the content. First, what I think everyone would be interested to know is what inspired you to start Lugiami, because you by yourself related more to the football, right? So far from the
Yes,
esports.
how do you know that? You watch football, by the way, Ellie.
No, I understand
You
absolutely
don't?
nothing.
But where are you originally from?
I'm Russian.
Okay,
I'm
so
from
Russia
Russia.
is a fantastic football team and they have a fantastic player. His name is Andrei Arshavin. So yeah,
That's the
anyway.
only name I know.
So you know your Russian football, right? But anyway, off the record, because esports and football are very similar to each other, to be honest, the only difference is that esports is online and football is on the pitch, is on the actual game itself. But both require mental health, mental strength, peak performance, self-improvement, all these things I wanted to bring into esports because when I was growing up, I really loved playing FIFA. I'm sure every
Yeah.
guy loves to play FIFA. I used to play FIFA and Football Manager actually when I was a kid, and I used to compete with all my cousins, and I would win. By the way, of course, I couldn't play, with them actual football, but when I actually played FIFA and that one, I felt like it's very exciting, and I just felt that it's so much potential, but it's just that women are not given the same opportunity, and also in some way, I would say women FIFA players are very rare. So I started Lugiami basically just to I guess to accommodate these women, number one, and also to find, because I was interested to find out what I could do as well, to empower and support these women who want to get into esports. Really, it's a very generic women empowerment thing, as you know, but at the same time, also to help them reach their peak performance, which I also learned in football because I work with athletes, with footballers. I know how they are like. They eat right, they train right, they sleep right. All three things I'm not doing this month. I'm sure you guys know. But in esports, it requires the same dedication as well. Eat right, sleep right, train right. So I just want to bring that from whatever I learned in sports to esports. And da-da! There you have it in Lugiami. And I'm also so happy to have you on our team, Ellie.
Yeah. I am not into actual sports. I love esports though. I'll be watching them, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's your favorite game? What's your favorite game, Ellie?
I started playing Dota 2. This was my first game. That's when I got hooked into esports. There's a game I don't play anymore. There's a game I still watch.
Really? So do you have a favorite esports player?
Of
Is
course.
there someone that you like?
Of course.
Wow.
If you know, for the Dota esports, it will be Team OG. Yeah, they took TI, the international,
Yes, TI,
twice in a row, and it was brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah, it was such a fun moment for me. I was so happy.
Hopefully, okay, one day, hopefully we'll be able to send you to go for all these tournaments and you can meet them. Let's
That
give
would be awesome.
it a go. look at Ellie's face. You know what's the best part about working with esports teams is that they are very dedicated and you learn a lot from them. I've been privileged to actually work and also meet like teams like PSG Esports, and they also have teams like LGD Gaming. So I worked with them, and they are so professional. They are fantastic, right? Because they are playing in a big stage like Dota 2, League of Legends, all these FIFA. So when you actually, like, I'm sure Ellie, you've seen like a live tournament, esports tournament. You've seen, right? It's in a very big arena. It's like watching an actual game. They really look like superstars, like rock stars out there. That's why I'm so amazed every day by the potential of esports. Because it's able to bring anybody at home, like who's just a normal gamer, to like stardom.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, it's so cool.
I was lucky enough when they came to Malaysia, the ESL1. I actually visited it. It was in Genting. It was 3 hours one way for me every day for like 3-4 days. It was so worth it. It was such an amazing atmosphere. I wish it would happen again.
Well, to be honest with you, like passion is not, passion is not just limited to one sport. Passion is like when you're passionate and you love something, like you love esports or I love sports, it's just there, right? You just cannot describe the feeling when you're in the moment and you're watching your favorite team and your favorite player, like, wow, you're so overwhelmed. And I think esports has the power to do that as well. Everybody loves playing games, man, like everyone. So yeah.
Definitely. It's actually amazing that it brings people together, and even if you watch it from home, it's such a big impact.
Exactly, like watching from home. Like I think I've learned so much about esports in the last 2 years because of the lockdown. I learned so much. The growth has been amazing. And actually we've been very privileged, even before I started Lugiami, to actually organize some grassroots tournaments. I learned
Wow.
so much about the community, the neighbors. I learned so much about people I never knew about, how much they love playing games. And you learn about them as well, their interests. Because when you're locked up at home, you don't really do much, right? You just play games, usually during the lockdown period. So I mean, I learned so much and I made so many new friends. But yeah, I mean, also kind of like discovering like what's out there for me. All these new games that are coming, right? We have like Dota 2 now, and then you've got
Yeah.
Wild Rift, so many things coming. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about the future. Yeah, for Lugiami as well. And of course, our new community program, which we want to try and inspire more girls to get into gaming, and of course we'll pay them for that. That's the whole point of Lugiami Guild.
So you bring in the idea behind the Lugiami Guild was to empower women, to empower
Exactly.
gamers.
So exactly, is to empower gamers. Y'all will also know that we are starting Lugiami Guild next month. Officially, we now have our pre-launch. Actually, the community is open to both men and women, so both genders are allowed to join. Especially the resources, I'm very excited because my team has been planning some workshops and a lot of seminars as well, and opportunities to take part in tournaments. So, how do you play games? You play PC games
Only
or?
PC, exclusively PC games, and PlayStation has so many awesome exclusives, and I'm missing on all of them. It's so sad.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll try and get you there. Did you ever? Okay. Since you play PC games, have you ever heard of The Sims?
Yeah, that was like the only game I interacted with in my childhood.
I
It was
love The
very,
Sims. Come
yeah, it was
on.
very popular.
Yeah, it was so popular. So I used to like. Okay, I know it's really bad. But I used to get all the illegal versions and then I'll hack all the packs. You could unpack all the homes and the designs. I really really love it. But yeah, I mean, Sims is I guess part of everyone's childhood.
Yeah,
Oh
a
gosh, I
lot
can't believe
of
yeah.
a lot of engineers, a lot of designers came from there.
There we have it. Yeah.
Yep.
You can design your house and everything, right? Okay, wow. It's mad. But anyway, I hope that whoever's watching this, you all can join our Lugiami Guild community. Always looking for more people and yeah, I mean we reward you for every person you refer. So ta-da.
And beyond referment, we have so much more preparing, but nothing yet.
Female gamers only.
Yep.
Yeah. That's our tagline. Yeah, I'm really excited actually about Lugiami Guild. Said it's really very easy. It's only USD $3, and we even pay you back for the USD $3. So
Yeah, it's easy.
yeah, for price of a coffee, just skip your Starbucks one day and you'll get everything you need. Yeah.
Part of Lugiami gaming will also be empowerment, and there is one really interesting question we have from Serial Conversations. As a female leader, what has been the most significant barrier in your career?
Um. As a significant barrier in my career, that's a
Yeah.
very loaded question.
Yes, it
Um.
is.
Yeah. So thank you so much for the question. First and foremost, the most significant barrier was actually initially my gender. So, growing up, as you all know, I started my career in football, so very male dominated industry. So I mean, going to places where people always like question you and go, "Are you really here, for your job, or are you here because you just want to be here, because you like a player for his looks or some superficial reason?" Most of the time when I'm in a meetings because I'm doing a press conference and I'm interviewing or I'm doing a contract, something like that. And I guess not being taken seriously because of my gender in the beginning. But I grew to like be a little bit more assertive. So I just didn't care what people thought about it. So gender to me is not an excuse for disrespect. So it really doesn't matter whether you're female or male. Respect is mutual. Like you respect me and I'll respect you back. So I guess overcoming that and just being strong-headed, that's why I said esports and sports are both very important. Once you're in these industries, you will learn values and things that will really help you It will help you to get through it. Like one of my most favorite players ever. I'm sure you know him, even if you don't watch football. You know who Cristiano Ronaldo is, right?
Oh, definitely.
Of course, still okay.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, he's everywhere. But he's not. The thing about Ronaldo, he's so great. It's not because of the way he looks whatsoever. Yeah, I'm sure most girls fancy him, but it's his mental, his peak performance. He's so strong here that whatever you tell him, he can go back and just not give a shit. Okay, sorry for swearing, but it's all about here. I've learned in sports and esports that you gotta be mentally strong. So the way whatever you read, whatever you consume, whatever you tell yourself day to day, the people you hang around with, the things that you do, whether you go to the gym, you work out, whatever you eat, all of it has like an impact on how you think and how you perform. So it's high performance. So all these athletes taught me high performance. So I have players that I work with who go to the gym in the morning. They eat right 3 times a day. They cook, and they just don't let people, any distractions come to them. And that's what I learned as well. Esports players face the same thing. So same as well for me. I tried to learn from all these elite athletes so that I will be able to overcome these barriers, all these issues I initially had. Once you shift your mindset to be a lot more stronger, you will realize that all these are just chatter. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you think inside. Yeah.
So it's all about the mindset.
Exactly. It applies to everybody. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Exactly.
The football is the male-dominated industry, and gaming also. So now we see a lot of female gamers coming up, female streamers. What's the impact you think they can make? Can they make an impact to start with?
I think it's never easy, but I realize as well there's a lot of parallels between, again, like I said, sport and esports, is that females in sports, especially in tennis and in other, like even in golf, for example, they have really in the beginning also not being taken seriously. But in recent years, there's been like, I guess a push, right, to see more females being successful, being out there because of the families or the upbringing that they've had. They've had great support system. People are very pro female, and it's not about gender here. It's just about culture and about being accepting. So I'm sure if you have friends who say, you know what, Eli or Ellie, you can go out there and do whatever you want. I believe in you. It's all about your support system. It's the same as well. For esports players, it's going to be very difficult in the beginning, but it's worth it because, I think you have to feel it in yourself. You have to know, like, this is what I want to do. And after that, we will help you at Lugiami to get to where you want to be. But it starts with you. It's all about being strong here. We will give you the resources that you need, mental resources, the workshops to make your content more out there. Even if you lack confidence as well, we have fantastic talent managers who can help you with that. But again, as well, our goal at the end is to really help you improve your peak performance and your elite mentality, so you become the best version of you. So even if you decide to do another job next time and not be an esports player, you will still have that. You'll carry it with you, like till your last. Until you retire, maybe. But yeah, I think there is going to be difficulties for women in esports, but that's what we are here for. We are here to help them, and it starts again first with mentality.
Yeah, fully supporting.
I need to go. I need to go to the gym.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
the gyms are closed now. I'm gamer. I don't go gym. I don't do that.
Okay, we'll bring you to.
I know I need to, but
no, you don't need to. But we can make it fun. See, that's the thing. We can make it like a game. Maybe running.
Give me rating so much, every single day I complete. Give me extra bonuses. I'll do it.
For sure. Why not, right? We're planning to do a yoga. So one of the things that we want to do is a yoga workshop for all our members.
Yeah, definitely. And the most important is support. Like, we're here to provide support, because when I started playing games, I did not have really strong support, and it was so tough. And now look at Lugiami. I wish there would be such company, such organization that I could at least turn to and have support, like more confidence in playing games. Yeah.
Yeah. What difficulties did you face? Like, you're saying you lack support when you first started gaming?
Yeah, because I was fully shielded from games in my childhood. It was 100% perceived as a negative thing, like absolutely the worst thing one can do, yet alone a girl. So yeah, it was like that. So I started playing when I was like 18, 19 years old only. So you understand at this point everyone have good skills, good rating, good whatever. And I'm here like, hi, I don't know how to move in the video games. What do you do? Like, how do you go forward? How do you jump? Like, these basic things. And it was very frustrating and tough. And I am very smart. I chose the hardest game out there, the Dota 2 to play. If only I knew.
Go for it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you see, you overcame it, right? You managed to overcome all your initial, doubts.
Yeah, but I kind of had to accept at some point that I'm not good as others. It will take me a long time to get good because skills takes time. Any kind of skill takes time. And the person who have like, let's say, 5 years of gaming experience versus the person who playing all his life, that's going to be different. You can't compete, and that's okay. You just enjoy yourself.
Correct. You can enjoy yourself or you can train to be the best as well. So that's another thing as
Yes.
well. Like you can train. I think sometimes the only issue with esports is that because the game sometimes is so fast, in FIFA is 6 minutes, right? You need to
Yeah.
like win that game. And I've been around pro esports players who they get so depressed after they lose a game, but they've been training like their whole lives for this, for example. So that's why the depression and the mental part of esports is also very important. Like we need to because it's not like 90 minutes in a sport, right, where you can really have 90 minutes to really play your heart out and try and win. But in esports, 6 minutes is all you have. So the depression and the expectation that you have for yourself is actually really high. If you lose, you will feel very disappointed. And I've seen it as well, like their confidence level plummets, they get very like scared or insecure. So I think that's also what we're planning to do. We need to
Yeah,
educate,
definitely.
girls like you, your friends as well, who love gaming, that it's okay to lose. It's really not, it's not the end of your life. You can always pick yourself up and you can try again and again
Yeah,
and again. Yeah. That's the whole point. It's all about that. Yeah.
definitely. Especially for esports, it kind of makes sense because they have, like, for example, Dota, you'll have millions worth games. Like, you win or you lose means a lot.
Yeah.
But as a person who don't do esports, who play from home, you do feel this pressure also. And like a lot of times your teammates, the random people whom you play with will put this pressure and it's really not worth it.
Really? So you felt pressure from people you were playing online before
Oh,
with?
definitely. Like when I started, it was lucky coincidence. My chat was not working, so I did not see all the toxicity. And when my friend was playing with me and he pointed out that people are cursing me in the chat, and I'm so chill, I realized that my chat is not working, and then I turned it on. Worst mistake.
Oh no. So you read
Yeah.
it all. What was your reaction?
I have a problem. Like, I can, if I know I'm performing bad, I can do better. But if someone else tells me I perform bad, I start performing worse. So when someone else tells me that I suck, I becoming worse and worse and worse. And yeah, until the
Is it because
point.
of what they say? Like you feel like does it affect you, affect your confidence?
Oh, definitely. Like when every single move you do in the game is being judged, that's tough. You don't know what to
Yeah.
do and you're stuck with these people for in Dota the games goes like up to 1 hour, sometimes longer.
Wow.
Yeah, and you're stuck with these people. You
You
must be
can't block
there.
them out, yeah?
You
Yeah,
can
that's
block
the
them,
thing.
but it's already in your head that you don't read it,
Psychologically, yes.
you don't hear it, but they're still talking. And you know that.
So that's the thing as well at Lugiami we're trying to do, which is difficult. I have to admit, all our streamers and our gamers have this issue. Whatever Ellie pointed out as well about the comments, the toxicness in gaming is just ridiculous. But it's across the board. I've seen it also in sports, and usually, like my advice, of course, is to just shut it out and don't care because these people are just bored, or maybe they want your attention, I guess. But it's very hard because I understand where you're coming from. It's like a mental thing. It gets to you.
Yeah.
You think about it, and you're like, actually, maybe I don't think I'm good enough. Maybe they're right. But at the end of the day, you are the one playing the game, not them. So it doesn't matter. Like I would always try and put it in their perspective as well. Like, why am I saying this? Oh, maybe because I'm having a bad day. Maybe people are treating me badly today. Most of the time they are. Like, I had the opportunity to meet some of my trolls before, right? When I was like starting out as a presenter, I used to make a lot of mistakes. And let me just remind you that I made mistakes live on air, okay? And people would write on my Twitter, oh, this girl doesn't know what she's doing. Yeah, she can never make it. And I actually met these people in real life and they would never ever try to like, say it to my face. They will always like try to be nice to you. So I think it's the same in gaming. These people will never say it to your face. The reason why they're even doing it on social media or on the comments is because they can. You know, if
Yep.
they say to your face, I bet they wouldn't be able to. So therefore, the question is, it doesn't matter. It's just toxicity, and let's just move on and just. I think as long as you try your best in the game, you know that you try your best. You train if you have to, but if you've done your best, it doesn't matter what they think.
Yeah,
With
definitely. But that's something I wish somebody told me, that it does not matter.
Yeah, especially when you're younger, right? It really
Yeah.
affects you, you know, in your early 20s, because it's all about hindsight. There's this like very famous saying, the moment you reach like past 26 or 27, like your frontal lobes or something start to develop, you have the benefit of hindsight. So you're able to look back at things and you go like, oh, you know, that was so dumb. I shouldn't have done that. Because I've done a lot of things in my 20s that I'm overreacted. I was very emotional and always affected me. Like, for example, the comments that when people say on Twitter, I felt they're very abusive. But actually, when I think about it, I say, okay, I think I know where they're coming from. Some of the criticism was actually constructive and some of it was just abuse. So there's a huge difference. If you're
Yeah.
able to differentiate between the constructive criticism and abuse, you can just put it to one side. If it's criticism you can take and try to improve on, that will make you stronger for sure. But yeah, we have to learn to differentiate. But again, that really comes with age and experience. I don't know how else to sometimes tell this to people. If you're really young, just keep hustling and keep trying. But that's what we're also here for, because our community has so many girls who are starting out in gaming. So I understand where they're coming from, but we are here to hold their hand and try to teach them as well and get some mental health professionals in to coach them, right? Through like all these, yeah.
Yeah. And support them and create more people for them on their level that can play with. So it's more relaxed and
For
chill.
sure, we bring you in, of course, because you're with us, we bring you into all our workshops and everything, so you'll see for yourself. Because, like, I think it's very important. Like, I think for many of y'all who don't know, Lugiami is like we have a very small team, but all our team members, in one way or another, they love esports, I guess, and they love very positive mental health approach. Everybody wants to become better. Everybody, I guess, wants to try and improve themselves. So that's what we're trying to do as well for our talents and our streamers.
We have a question from Gene Stream Gamer. What is future big plans for Lugiami?
The future big plans, as I mentioned, we have our community program called Lugiami Guild. And Lugiami Guild is a community that it's a basically a program to let people join us, and everyone is welcome to this community. It's a toxic free community, right? You join us and we're able to, incorporate you into our Lugiami family, and you guys get all the perks. And as I mentioned, you refer your friends, we pay you, you get paid for gaming basically. So that's our big plan that's going to be launched very soon. We're also going to be having our Empower series, which is what you're seeing now. We're going to be having a lot of, I would say, inspiring women who have inspired me, inspired even you, Ellie, or some of your friends, people that you know. We're going to interview them every week, get, updates and stuff from them. But this will be exclusive for our Lugiami Guild members, actually, I think. Will it? Maybe not, but some of it will be exclusive content. We will also be having our, what do you call it? Our some tournaments as well. We're having community tournaments, which is open again. And I'm very excited because Lugiami, even though we are all female organization, I'm sure you know Eli or Ellie, we have a huge male like following as well. A lot of our followers are men. So
Yeah.
and they are very into women involvement. They're very supportive of us. So we are very excited to have a grassroots sort of tournament and with them as well involved and supporting us. So all these three things you all can like keep KIV or rather keep keep a lookout for.
As a gaming company, what's the main difference you would point out compared to the other gaming companies?
The main difference is that we put our visions first. Our vision is empowerment, diversity, mental health, like an elite level of performance, like positiveness as well, and all these values. We put it first before any other thing that we do. Honestly, I always tell like my co-founder, I tell you guys as well that if we don't meet our vision, if we're not empowering, if we're not helping, then we need to like go 3 or 4 steps back and like ask ourselves if we should even be doing it. So everything that we do is with like the good of the female gamer in mind. Yeah, we always think about them first, and then everything else comes. I've always been very community based. I love the grassroots, right? I love like communities that help one another, because I think being in a community is very important, especially in a time like this when all of us are living in our own world, our own space. You are in KL, I'm in Singapore, and everybody is not going out much because of the I shall not say what the virus name is, but because of that,
Yeah.
you know, we're all locked away. So community is more important than now. And what better way than, using esports and Lugiam and joining Lugiami Guild, you get to be part of a community, get to, interact with your, on your other members on Discord, you get to play games with them, join tournaments, so many things you can do. And on top of that, we pay you for that as well. So we just want you all to feel welcome and feel like it's a safe space. Yeah. Safe space to game, safe space to do whatever you all want actually. Just know like toxicness is
Yeah.
it's fine, yeah.
Uh, Talking about toxicity and bullying, what do you think the best way to tackle it? Because you mentioned you faced a lot of bullying yourself. What's the best way to deal with it?
I think the best way is to try to okay, so there's this thing that I'm not sure whether you know about it called Ellie. It's called stoicism. So being a stoic, yeah. So basically just not caring about what things you can't control. So you should only care about things that you yourself can control. So how you react to situations, how you are able to sort of take action, right? The things that you can do on your own. So I consider bullying something external. It's not something that comes from me, it's from someone else. So it's somebody's vibes, somebody's bad vibes. So if it's not something that I can control, I usually just say, okay, that's on you. And I think if we all start to adopt this stoic mentality, which is it doesn't matter what you say, like I'm still great, I'm still the best at what I do, I'm still worthy. That's important. Like all of us, not just women, but men as well, we need to know that we are all worthy, right? So I always say this, we are all worthy of everything that we want, worthy of love, worthy of whatever we want, right? So it's the same as well. A bully comes in only because they are feeling a lack in their lives. They don't feel loved, they don't feel supported. So we should be the ones to initiate love back at them rather than we accept this. So I always say at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is we should just create a barrier and say, okay, I hear what you're saying, but I don't accept it. I hear what words you're saying to me, but I simply don't accept it because, yeah, it's not, my body doesn't accept it and my mind as well. So we just need to adopt this stoic mindset because at the end of the day, it's not beneficial to us. So, like I said, it's an external thing. Whatever we can control, we control, but it's not something we can control. So just learn to just like sort of not think about it and mentally channel it out, which we will try and help you out as well at the guild.
Yeah. I think you need a lot of self-love and self-worth, self-value to actually be able to separate hateful comments versus your own self-worth. I think that's very important. We actually had
Absolutely.
a
And
series now going on our social media where our talents, the streamers, they talking about their experience in video games and how they overcame it, what did they do, and a lot of them gave an awesome advice, especially in video games. There is an option to mute people and to report them. So they're gonna get punished for scolding you and you're gonna feel good about yourself. I think that's the best advice, like specifically for gaming. It won't work anywhere else, unfortunately.
do you think it will help you? Do you think if you were starting to game, initially in your gaming, do you think this kind of feature would have helped you? Would you have used this kind of feature?
Yes, definitely. I am very actively using it now. And I'm getting a lot of times, like, the games will let you know that they've taken an action against someone you reported, and it makes me feel good.
Yay!
You scold me, I punish you.
I think esports companies and esports platforms are recognizing that abuse is happening. It's not just, on Twitch or YouTube, it's even on Instagram. And I'm talking also racism and just so many other things that are just really unprofessional and unfair. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the abuse has been bad, but I know as well we have to understand that people are living in very difficult times right now. Yeah, we have to, I'm not trying to say sympathize or empathize with your abusers, but some people out there are really having a really bad time. So they might try and take it out on you. This is like the only way. But again, adopt this stoic mindset and just go like, yeah, I can't control what you think about me, but I can control what I think about myself and I don't accept it. Ta-da! Yeah, but there we go. I'm so
Yeah.
happy that they have this feature and it helps you as well.
But I feel like most of the bullies are online. What you mentioned, nobody will tell you it in your face. Online they will.
Exactly, because they
So,
don't have the guts. They don't have
what's the
they
point
will
of
never
paying
ever
attention to
say,
them?
yeah. Exactly. They will never ever say it to you because they are insecure and they feel lacking in their lives. Like I said, when you one day, if you ever meet your bullies, you will know what I mean. Most of them are the kind to hide behind a wall when they see you. Yeah, they are cowards. Yeah, they will never ever say it because you know why? They are intimidated or they feel like, oh wow, this girl is gaming, she's amazing. I would probably lose against her. Yes, you will lose against me.
Because I'm good. You
Because
will.
I'm good. And it's not even about like anything. It's just because I'm good. I took the time to train. I took the time to make the effort to be the best at what I'm doing. So you all just kind of accept it. So yeah, take a hike, guys, and move on.
Yeah. Get used to me being here. Get used to me winning.
Yeah, get used to me winning. You know? It is what it is. Yeah. I mean, this is the kind of mindset I'm trying to adopt at Lugiami. And I'm so happy because some of our talents have come up to me, not to me, but to our talent manager and said they know that they're happy with what we're doing. But of course, we can always try and do more. Yeah. So we're going to try and push our team to do more to protect our talents and our community as well moving forward. So yeah, you all can stay tuned because we're going to have a lot coming up as well.
Talking about the Lugiami Guild, there is an interesting question from Jean's Stream Gamer. Is it possible in the near future that Lugiami will conduct a tournament like males versus females?
Of course. That's a very good question. We will definitely be conducting a male versus female like tournament, whether it's going to be Mobile Legends or whatever. But we definitely have something in the works, and I'm excited actually for the FIFA side because we got a very good FIFA player on our team, and I know that the guys want to play against her, and of course I'll be rooting for her. But we don't know who wants to play against her, right? Loads of guys who want to play against her and say, hey, I'm better. But are you better though, bro? Anyway, just kidding. But these kind of things for sure we will be doing it and we'll be having a lot of fun. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. And of course we have prizes. So Ellie, you have to play Dota, okay? You have to start playing because we're gonna train you to play against the guys.
I actually left Dota like 3 years ago because of its toxicity.
No!
I just can't stand it.
So what are you playing now?
I'm playing Valorant. I was playing Overwatch for the longest time. Now I'm switched to Valorant.
Okay, so that's you will be our main girl, man. I'll make sure of that. Yeah, I mean I've heard so much about Valorant and Overwatch. So which one do you prefer? Like, do you have a favorite right now?
I played Overwatch for a very long time, like solid 3 or 4 years since it came out in the beginning until like Valorant came out. I switched. I still have my heart on Overwatch, but now unfortunately it's not that entertaining. So Valorant it is.
Yeah, actually you should do some live streaming for us. I want to see how you play.
I did stream before. I stopped streaming for like 2 years. Now I'm slowly starting to get back to streaming.
Why did you stop though? Is there a reason why you stopped? Is it because it was toxic or?
It was not really toxic. I was lucky enough to get a really good team of followers. Like I had really awesome, nice followers, but all of them were around Dota 2. All of them were Dota 2 players, and I would play with them. But when I understood Dota was way too toxic for me and I decided to leave it, it was a tough transition. And I lost majority of my followers. Like they would still come and say hi, but like 1 minute or so. It was really tough to switch to the new game. And then a lot of things went down in real life. So yeah, I just chose not to stream anymore. But I dearly missed it, and now I finally have possibility again, so I took it back. I'm going streaming again.
I think that's your passion and you should definitely pursue it. If you love gaming, I can see like your eyes and your face lights up. So we would love to help you there as well. But I think you shouldn't leave, like don't leave your community because community is so important. Like, you know, when you game and they already love you, even though like you were saying it's very toxic, but maybe you can always create a new community. Like I said, we're here to support you. And I think I want to also understand like why you said you left, right? Those people who like your fans, was it, or your followers or your friends, are they still in the game in the same space or have they also moved on?
Majority, because now I'm reconnecting back with them and it's actually awesome to see them back again. They majority play still Dota. Some of them moved on to the different games, but none moved to Valorant, so I can't reconnect with them again in the same scenario. Yeah. Dota is a MOBA game and Valorant is first-person shooter, so it's like very far from each other.
Yeah, so. It's very different. Have you ever played CS? I'm sure you have Counter-Strike.
No, I did not. Surprisingly, I did not.
Really? So it's so old school, right?
Yeah, because I
So
started
old
very
school.
recently playing, so.
Yeah, people are starting to play it again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's been around for so long. I swear, this game. CS, Counter-Strike.
Yeah, a lot
But
of people still
anyway,
playing, I can see it. And it's still
yeah,
very,
I
very
think
popular.
people are frustrated. They're like, I need to shoot someone.
I mean, that's majority of games.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah,
Go and kill somebody, go and shoot somebody.
the violence. But do you think video games are violent, like very violent, like these days?
Not really. Like, it's a different type of violence from the real life. Like, when the people try to connect real life violence to video game violence, it's not very correct because that's what we see in the media very often. There are different types of games. The only reason why the first person shooter popular because more people play in them. But if you don't want to go and kill people, there's so much more games available.
Like The Sims and FIFA, where you score,
Yes,
right? Yeah, it's just
yes.
one of my favorite games because I remember when I was playing FIFA in 2006 maybe I was in school, and I remember I was so angry one day because like one team, which is England by the way, who are in the quarterfinals of the Euros whatever. So England, like they won, and I just hated the England team at that time, so I went to play FIFA, and I made sure that the England goalkeeper scored like 20 own goals. So which means the other team got 20 goals and they got zero. I just made the guy score 20 own goals in the game, and it was so violent. Like everyone was like, are you okay? Like what's wrong with you? But that was like my way of taking revenge on the actual game, right? Because I was so angry. But
Yeah,
when I
that's
think about
different.
it, like, what the hell? Like that's also my way, I guess. But I mean, like I met so many people who through FIFA as well. It's just the friendships I'm sure you know as well. Like you said, your friends.
Yeah.
So many people who just like not like changed my life as well in some way, right? So they really like made it more exciting or yeah, because esports is the power to connect, which I think is incredible. The power of esports, yeah.
Yeah,
To
definitely
yeah
is.
yeah.
I
Oh my
think in
gosh.
this in the football is the same thing because you have a bunch of people who are passionate beyond belief about the same thing. Of course, it's gonna be a nice place to make friends. You have same topics, same interests, same passion.
Yeah, and like your eyes light up or your face lights up when you talk about it. I see it in your face, right? When you talk about esports, or for me when I talk about FIFA or something like the passion is there. Like you're just like, oh my god, I can't be doing anything else. This is the thing that's right for me. Same as well. Like the thing is that when you meet a very passionate community, you meet passionate people, you tend to be very drawn to them and inspired. Everybody has their own story. Like whether you're an esports player, whether you're a professional player, it all boils down to like at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We have our feelings and our thoughts, and like I said, we all can help one another to become better. Whether it's mentally or whatever. But I think everybody has something to learn from each other. Yeah, so that's why it's very very interesting for me to be able to cross from traditional sports to esports because I see so many similarities, but it's still not fully there yet. Yeah, still not fully explored.
Yeah, for me it's very interesting to see a person come from regular sport to esport because typically people who follow like regular physical sport, they go like esport is not real sport. They don't move. They do nothing.
Well, there's a lot of people who have come to me recently, and I always tell them, "Do you know how much esports players make?" No, I'm just kidding. I never say that. Like, no, but I think it's hand and eye coordination in esports as well. It's a lot of things. So there's this like rule basically that I read, scientific law, right, that states that after the age of 25, your hand and your eye coordination starts to slow down. That's why a lot of esports players they tend to be a little bit younger.
Yeah.
And hand and eye coordination is also something that goalkeepers, like sportsmen, have as well. So it's not that different. It's just what is required. Your posture in esports when you're playing a game, most of them are like this, right? Always like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not good. So like that's why I really feel like esports players would benefit from professional athletes advice as well. They really, if the esports players could just get that, they will be the best because they have everything. They have the best of both worlds, right?
Yeah, they do.
So like if you're an esports player, you can still be professional. You can go into traditional sports if you want, but traditional sports to esports is a little bit more different. You see, you get what I mean, lah.
Yeah.
So it's just like learning from each other, yeah. But yeah, man, I love both industries very much, and I think like there are a lot of women as well who have inspired me as well. In esports, I've seen so many in the states, right? With 100 Ts. I mean, I'm sure you know that team. A lot of female like team owners, leaders. They're fantastic, right? So I'm just learning day by day from them and trying to incorporate that also into Lugiami. I'm really happy, like, with where we're going, and we'll have more people join our Lugiami Guild.
Talking about joining Lugiami Guild, we have a question from Stream Gamer. For the aspiring female gamers watching, what are the steps for them to be part of Lugiami team? What are the requirements?
Okay, so there's actually two parts to this. To join Lugiami team, as in our team, we have streamers and talents, right? You can always DM us on Instagram, and show us your profile, because we have like talent streamers and we have professional players. So our talent managers, we have two of them. They will actually have a call with you to understand you guys a little bit more. So we'll see what you can fit into, or whether you guys are a right fit. We are very nice to all our people who want to join us, to be honest. So we're not like very strict, So we try and accommodate you as far as possible. So whatever your passion is, we try to groom you into the best you can be. So that's A, that's if you want to join our team, right? B, to join Lugiami Guild, you'll just have to go to guild.lugiami.com, our guild website. The instructions are there. You have to sign up, put in your particulars, pay $3, and you're good to go. You can start to enjoy all the perks. You can, take part in our giveaways. You can have access to content like this. And yeah, take part in all our tournaments. We have so much coming as well. And of course, on top of that, make the money back if you refer your friends. Yeah, you can refer up to 500 people and you can make money as well. So
yeah. And now we have massive giveaway happening because we are currently on the pre-launch stage. So 21st July will be launch. That's when our giveaway will be finished. The winners will be announced. So join before that. It's going
to join the giveaway.
Yes. After that, there will be no this big giveaway anymore, and the entry fee will be higher.
You said it yourself. So you guys better join now to enjoy all the perks, enjoy all the opportunities, and yeah, we'll make sure that you guys will be well taken care of. Because at the end of the day, if you ask me, and I'm a gamer and I love to play games, I mean, this is just like, why not just go for it, because I can make the money back and I could even make more. So yeah,
definitely, it's amazing opportunity. We have last question. Let's talk what advice you would give to girls who want to become a gamers, who want to join an esports.
I think what they can do is they can if they want to be a gamer, just enjoy yourself. Like, really, don't be so stressed about the outcome or the results. Just go for it. Just keep pushing and don't think so much about the outcome. Like I said, just enjoy the moment and just keep playing. Yeah, if you're not sure about the game, just download it, buy the game, and then try it out for yourself. See if it's the right fit, but don't worry so much about results in the first place. Just keep playing for fun, like what you do, right, Ellie?
Yes. Just remember that you're there just for fun.
Yeah, you guys check out our TikTok as well. Ellie did a very nice unboxing video of our TikTok. I mean, our hoodie. I loved it, by the way. Like, I love it, like, seriously.
Thank you.
So
it was so much fun. The hoodie is so awesome, so it was really enjoyable to make.
Thank you so much for having me, and I can't wait to see more of this Women in Power series next week, right, with all our upcoming guests. You guys will definitely be excited about the ones who are joining us.
Yep, there's gonna be a weekly series. It's gonna be amazing. Thank you, Ash. That was really amazing.
Thank you so much, Ellie. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching.